If you're here right now, you know what we're about to get into. We're about to get into some good, bad, and everything in between as far as music goes. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Monday. This is Live Song Reviews. This is Radium Records. I'm Bradley Denniston. I'll be your host tonight. It's Monday. It's Monday night. So if you're not here, then you're probably a fucking loser. Let's be real. You have other things to do on a Monday night. And that's lame. That's super lame. I don't know what you could be possibly doing on a Monday night at 7:15. Probably watching some shitty Netflix series or some HBO, some garbage, right? Instead of being here where you can like actually learn some stuff, right? And connect with real people in music. So if you're here right now, thank you. Thank you for joining and being a part of this. I don't take it lightly, and hopefully you don't take it lightly that I take my time to help you guys out. Give you song reviews, give you feedback on your mixing, mastering, production, songwriting, arrangement, all that good stuff. And all I ask of you is to share the show, right? Try to give a little bit back. I ended a session early to be here with you guys. Isn't that crazy? Like a real paying session, like making records that pay money. And I'm here right now instead with y'all. So please, please enjoy your time here and your stay here, and share the show. Share the show. If you want to support the channel, you can also super chat. You can send me $2, $5, $5,000, whatever you want to send to the channel to support it. And if you like what you hear on the channel right now for this live song review, then please do what you can to support it. Who's in the house? Landon, what's up? Landon Ward in the house, my guy. Who else we got? Watching Narcos, Kevin Whitaker. What's up, bro? It's good to see you. Always good to see Kevin. My man. Philippe, awesome to see you. All the way from across the world. I think it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for Philippe right now, right? So he's committed. He's like here to actually show support, and he actually likes the show. Believe it or not. Crankworthy, what's up? Drew, all the fams here, man. This is so dope. I love you guys so much. I'm excited to see you too. United America, unite. Unite, unite. I like that. Like a good positive message. Let's get it. Sorry, my microphone automatically muted when I switched the screen. Really excited to see you guys here, and please, please, please show support if you like the music. Give some feedback too. Like, I'm going to go through records. If you're part of the channel, you pay $5 per month right now on this channel, then you get to cut the line and you get song reviews. You get 2 to 5 or 4 song reviews every single goddamn month, like for $5. So if you're not part of the channel, then you're probably one of those people that just like saving everything, right? Like you got to save your dollars. I got to save my $5. Instead, I'm going to get McDonald's with my $5. All right, cool. That's your prerogative. Do what you want to do. I'm just messing around with y'all. All right, let's get into it. Paid the Price, Part 2. Richard Roosevelt. He's always here. He's always uploading. You guys got to take notes from Richard, man. Let's go. Let's get into it.
That when I say so, hard to keep up when your bass low. I got Benjis in the bankroll. Don't leave any for these stankos. Plenty hitters on the bankroll. It's hard to witness when the case closed. I mind my business in these plain clothes, but better lay low when I flamethrow. I paid the price, yeah, I paid the price. Made a sacrifice every night in the gym alive. I feel alive, I feel so alive. Had to fight, had to pay the price, put it on the line. I've had the weight of the world up on my shoulders. They try to count me out, but it ain't over. They try to put me down, but I'm a soldier. I'm coming for you. Ain't worry about what they say. I always bring my A game. Coming at you like a freight train. There been some hoes who make me name names. Yo, just tryna save face. Need to be on knees and say grace. That heat on me, you know I stay based. Plus TNT, there ain't no safe place. I paid the price, yeah, I paid the price. Made a sacrifice every night in the gym alive. I feel alive, I feel so alive. Had to fight, had to pay the price, put it world up on my shoulders. They try to count me out, but it ain't over. They try to put me down, but I'm a soldier. I'm coming for you. I gotta get it on. I gotta get it on.
All right, that's kind of where you lost me right there. About 1:43 in, which, you know, I mean, a modern song is about 2 to 3 minutes. Let's be real, right? So you got a 3-minute, 21-second vibe going. Biggest thing I hear right away, and I have to say it, like, you are choking the song. You're choking the song so hard. The low end is getting choked like crazy. You got limiting going on. That's just like choking the whole thing. It's like so tight. Real tight butthole, you know? You can't even take a shit. All right? Pardon my French, perverts. But let's be real here. Like, what's going on with the limiting? What's going on with all the compression? What's going on with all this, man? Like, the beat's not hitting. It's very, very stuffy. It's like, needs dynamics. It needs to breathe. I need breath.
What they say, what they say. I always bring my A game, coming at you like a freight train, There been some hoes who make me name names.
But yeah, I love the backgrounds, you know, don't make me name names. That shit's tight. Like, I really like that. I think it gives it kind of like a modern edge. It gives it some like punk rock, some like, yeah, it just gives attitude, which I think a lot of people are afraid to show nowadays. So this is like pushing something that feels a little bit more modern, which I really like about that, Richard. So that's dope about it. Kick drums getting squashed. They're like really like the transients, you know, the transients in the record are dead. They're like getting flattened. They're getting clipped off, which is from limiting. It's from brick walling, right? So listen to the kick drum snare, listen to the drums and the 808. And it's just kind of like all, it's not going, it's not going boom, boom. It's going, like it's just getting choked. So that's part of it. I think you got to let off a little bit. Give it some air. Give it some breath. You know, take back the limiting a little bit. Use a look ahead. Slow down the attack on your compressors, right? Let your initial transient come through. Send your kick drum, your snare drum, your drums, and any other transient information, send them to a parallel bus and distort it, and then just get the top end or area where it's like 2K to like 7K and tuck that back in. Let that splat. Let that thing come back in because you're killing the life. And transients are life to every record. And this record just is like lacking life. It's lacking punch and dynamics.
Plenty hitters on the bankroll. Fights every night and help me out, but then they tryna see the private lives. They try to count. Bring it home, had to bring it home.
But yeah, overall, like the vibe, the attitude. I like how fast it is. It's cool, man. Like, you got a cool record, and you have like your own sound, which is, you know, Travis Scott-esque, but it's cool. I really like it. I dig it, and I think you're doing a great job. Just, you know, chill out on the limiting, chill out on the mastering. Let's get to the next one. Hopefully that was helpful. You guys like it? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Let Richard know. He's right here. He's always here. Y'all got to understand, he's always here. This guy works. He puts in reps. Yeah, a little overboard on the limiting. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, you know, like Richard, look, you need to get your volume and your limiting and your all the stuff you're trying to do with your record. You need to get it through parallel processing, and you need to get it through the mix, not through the mastering, not through the master bus, not through crunching, not through smashing things. You know, you got to go little by little by little. It takes patience. It's going to take patience. It's going to take tweaking. Okay. So, as you're trying to pump stuff out, it's like, yeah, you got to be careful with that. No shortcuts, man. This is your life. This is your work. This is your art. And you spend a lot of time and energy on it. I already know, you know? So let's spend a little more finessing. All right. 8-0. True North. Jack Christian. Let's go. All right, okay, all right. Hairband metal 80s. Let's go. Poison. Yeah, it definitely comes to mind. All right, let me see. Hey, welcome. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. We want it, we got it. I like that part. Me too. 80s rock, good mix. Oh, you think it's a good mix, huh? I definitely don't think it's a good mix, but you know, whatever, Brian. You know, you got different ears than I do. These squealies, though, yeah. Awesome. All right, so now feedback. Let's give some feedback on this. I think this would really work well for like sync licensing for an 80s rocker scene, you know what I mean? Or like a joke commercial that's like in the 80s. Definitely has its place. It sounds like the 80s, like it came out of the 80s, all right? Like that's what it sounds like. I don't know how else to put it. That's a good and bad thing, right? Because the mix sounds like it came out of the 80s. Which at that time period, we're talking about ADATs. Like, let's be real. Like, that's what this was mixed on, right? Is what it sounds like. ADAT. Well, let's just look at that. ADAT, here's Wikipedia. But let's go to images because you want to see an ADAT. So here's an ADAT machine. Everything you need to know about ADAT. Actually never sounded really that bad, ADAT. ADAT. This is what they look like. When I first started working with Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo, they had like tons, like stacks and stacks of ADATs, recorders just like this, down in the basement of Mutado, the studio, right? So ADAT was like the sound back then, and this literally sounds like ADAT. like you nailed it. Like I don't know. Good job, right? Now let's talk about things that can be improved about this sound and this mix. The drums are like super loud and the guitars are like tucked back. But the biggest thing that I notice is the bass is like pretty much not there. Like it's just like it's not defined. I have no idea what the bass is doing here. So let's hear it. Like, where's the bass? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the push? Where's that 100 area? Where is that? Like, it's lacking so much in this record that it sounds like a smiley face. It's got the kick drums like really subby. And then you got this really top that's like this like super high end on the cymbals and the right? It's like super high end. And then you got the vocals, which are like really like small and muffled, like here. Like I have no idea what you're saying. And then like the bass is like I don't know where the bass is. It sounds gargly. I don't know what is going on with the mix, but it sounds like super over processed and like you really were going for it sounding like a not very good mix out of the 80s. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. Maybe Jack, you got like that ear and that's what you were going for. And you're like, yeah, we want it to sound shitty ADAT recording mix out of the 80s. Cool, man. Great. You succeeded. You nailed it. You absolutely knocked it out of the ballpark. Now, I might sound like an asshole, like I'm making fun of you or something, but, you know, it is what it is. This is my opinion on it. And I think like overall, the track itself is just like a timepiece. The intro is really long. It's like almost a minute before we get any vocals. I actually thought it was just going to be instrumental. Right? So it's almost a 5-minute song. Yeah. Like you're straight up going for 80s. So I don't know. That's my feedback on this. If you're going for 80s, ADAT, bad mix, you killed it. You fucking smashed it out of the park, bro. Let's go. All right, next one. Onarina and Toha. I'm not even going to try and say this. I mean, what do you guys think? Like, smiley face EQ, agreed. Can I submit a mix? No. The only reason is because I have a ton of mixes already. And Daniel, if you're on the mailing list, you'll get the link to upload. So make sure you pay attention, upload when the upload links come through. And then, yeah, I go by whoever uploaded first, and I go in order. Unless you're part of the channel, then I can cut the line for you. But you got to let me know that you're part of the channel. And you also got to tell me the name of your song. What's poppin'? All right, Caro. All right, let's get into it. Let's check out this next one.
Часом у житті, як прийде печаль, як сам нема нікого і відчуває жах, він спостерігає, Бог бачить все, хто просить прощення дає.
Небо не ховається навпаки, усе життя освітлює світлом навкруги, кричаний від серця усі думки, що звертають з правильної стежки.
Вкриється листям зеленим, те, що засохло від холоду, знайдеться той, хто втрачений, бо Господь, батько наш отець. Ти один сліпому зір даруєш, голос твій почув глухий, знаємо молитви наші чуєш, батько наш благий. Ти один сліпому зір даруєш, голос твій почув глухий, знаємо молитви наші чуєш, батько наш благий. Лишився наодинці, поруч лише злочинці, не бачиш більше світла, руйнує темна хвиля, Бог руку простягає, до себе пригортає, на тебе він чекає, гріх твій навік прощає. Листям зеленим, те, що засохло від холоду, знайдеться той, хто втрачений, бо Господь, батько наш отець. Ти один сліпому зір даруєш, голос твій почув глухий, знаємо молитви наші чуєш, батько наш благий. Ти один сліпому зір.
All right, interesting. I don't know the language, but I think the male singer can sing pretty well. Overall, I feel like it's kind of confusing, the production is, right? Like, what are you going for? Like, is this pop? Is this like trap? It's like, what is happening? You know what I mean? Like, da 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 da. Like, it's very theatrical with the melody. You know, like, let's get rid of the language. Let's not even think about the language right now. Let's think only about the melody and the composition, and let's think about the production. And right there, we get really confused. We're like, is this pop? Is this like hip hop? Is it trap? Like, what is happening with the production? I'm really confused there. And it's not really lining up with the melodies. Like, it just sounds weird. Like, it sounds like off, like combating ideas, you know? Like, you have like this da 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 da, and then you have this like, you know, it's like, I don't know, that those kind of compete with each other. They're not marrying each other very well. I mean, does anyone else hear this? Like, I don't know. Like, do I sound crazy right now? To me, it's like you got this like hip hop drum kind of thing going, but you have like this very passionate melody. Like, it just doesn't fit. It feels weird. It feels off. And then overall, like, the mix is just like quiet and weird and like sounds very like stock, if you will. A lot of the sounds feel stock as well. Yeah. I don't know what they're saying, but I like it. Okay, cool. Translation, I like to be choked. Oh, without you, I'm not seeing how I can join. Okay, yeah, there's I'll send you a link, Crankworthy. Constant change, but not headed in a clear direction. Yes, that's how I feel. It's a clean mix. Yeah, I mean, it's clean, but it doesn't feel, nothing feels special about it. Like there's just something lacking in this whole song, and it feels detached. The vocals sound like they're part of a different song than the actual production. It's like you took like the vocals from one song and then you like put the production from another song, like a beat, and you like try to put them together and they don't work together. In my opinion, I feel like it's confusing. There, I said it. Hopefully that's good feedback. I would, if I'm going to use this song and I'm going to like work with that, I don't know what it is, like Russian or Czechoslovakian. I have no idea. But I do know that it's not making sense as far as like the production matching the vocals and what the vocals are doing. If you're going to do those vocals, do them like on something like epic and beautiful and I don't know, orchestral or something, you know what I mean? Piano and like, I don't know. Don't try to just like put modern production on some like vocals that aren't really that modern, if that makes sense. Okay? All right, cool. Dark Truth mix drop disco. Let's go. Wow. Wow. It's making my ear ring. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Like I feel like there's something in here, but the truth is that the mix and like what is going on with the mix completely destroys this. I don't know anyone here that would be like, "Yeah, I love this song. This is great." And the reason being is because the mix is so fucked. It's so bad. Drums, bass, everything there is just all clobbered. It has like some frequency buildup. It has like crazy peaking frequencies. This like weird like whistling frequency in it. It really hurts your ears. So yeah, cool riff. Just cut everything below 6K. I like the composition. Yeah, not it. Yeah, ears bleeding. Yeah, perfect, right? Exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so we're going to boost 5 to 8K on every track in the project. But like with a really tight cue, like we're going to peak it out. Yeah, ear fatiguing like crazy. Worst mix I've ever heard. I'm just kidding. I've heard way worse. But this is pretty bad. Like that's really what it is. If you need help, you guys find help. Like, don't be afraid to pull out your checkbook. Does anyone have a checkbook anymore? All right, sad but true. Mastering G Bonji. Let's check it out.
Hey yo, it's Beat Up Producer.
No one knows how I feel inside now. No one hears me even if I shout. Many thoughts in his head made him to cry out. Alone in this world, in his hideout. No, you're all alone in this race, no backup crew. Every verse I've done in the song, that shit is sad but true. Have you ever tried walking out so the one you love will be proud of you? Still shaking from my dark dreams, I'm getting scared if that come true. All this shit is sad but true. Why your tape been come out weak? I'm just trying to be real. With a frozen heart, why you keep asking me, nigga? What do you feel? Aiming for the bags, I cannot make it rain if I keep jugging this bill. But the devil keep whispering my ear. He's trying to offer me a deal. Don't have much, but I gave out the least what I had. Walls ain't clear, it's like a really white car. My demons grow stronger, see what's mine, seeing for life art. Lone wolf, no pack, so I'm a single, try hard. I'm not that nigga to hate, I'm mostly just my tool. That girl that says she love you might be the same one to come stab you. The dude that say he loves you, don't know how many girls you said that to. I just want everyone winning, so no need to come fight you. These old wounds are open again, now we bleed out. He's really scared sometimes, reason why he really freaks out. Can't trust niggas no more, many of them made him to feel that. Breathe all these pains, no. You're all alone in this race, no backup crew. Every verse I've done in the song, that shit is cyber true. Have you ever tried walking out so the one you love will be proud of you? Still shaking from my dark dreams, I'm kinda scared if that come true. All this shit I sad but true. I give her my heart, she said it was not really your fault. Different.
So I think, like right away, a lot of people are having a hard time understanding the vocals. Definitely, I totally hear that. And I agree with that, for sure. It's kind of part of the vibe, I think, of this kind of style, like this kind of trap, like mumble kind of rap kind of vibe. But overall, I think the clarity on the mix definitely could be improved, for sure. I like the fact that the storytelling and the lyrics and the melody of da-da-da-da-da-da-da is very much like in line with the piano emotion, right? So I feel like you locked in pretty well with that emotion. And I think that's done pretty well. Overall though, like I feel like I've heard this song a million times. Like I've heard this like sad trap kind of vibe with the mumble rapping, pitch rapping kind of thing on it so many times that like there's no way like Lil Baby, Da Baby, like all these different artists that have done this a million times, that there's no way that I'm going to hear another like track like this and be like, oh, this is the one. This one stands out. Like unless you just have like a really catchy hook, something that really resonates and pulls the heartstrings, because that's what this thing is. This record is all about heartstrings. You could just tell the piano, everything's in the piano. And a lot of these kind of tracks, usually it's in the guitar, like they have like a classical guitar or whatever sample. But yeah, it's like overall, you know, clarity in the mix, clarity in the storytelling, making sure the vocals don't sound like you literally punched every single line. Like it's very punched. Like put a breath in there every once in a while. Let the track breathe. Like let your cadence and your storytelling breathe a little bit. Go a little bit somewhere else with the melody. Like let's just hear from the verse to the chorus.
I gave out the least what I had. Walls ain't clear, come fight you. These old wounds, I say she love you, might be the still shaking from my dawn. I wait her, I'm seeing my face. Or when Eve I shout, many times it's like every that girl. These old wounds are.
Like I don't think you strayed from like 3 different notes, right? So da 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 da. Like it's very monotonous, and the melody, I think would just like, I think you can open it up. Like when you go to the chorus, like da 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 be da 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 da, like use different notes in the scale. That's the best way to put it. And if you need to, change the chords in the piano, change the chords in the actual harmonic structure, right? So if you need to write a different melody, you need to go somewhere else, you need to travel with the melody, then you need to rethink the chords. You need to rethink the harmonic structure. Harmonic structure meaning chords, right? Like triads, major 7th, minor 7th. Like what are you doing with the harmony around the melody of what your vocal is doing? Okay? But those are my notes on this one. take a breath, stop punching all your vocals. Make sure if you're comping your vocals, you're working with someone that knows what they're doing. And yeah, just overall, like, performance needs to be better. You just need to work on your craft. I think you'll get somewhere. You have a cool voice. You have an interesting voice, a very in voice right now. Like, it's very in, like a modern sounding voice. All right, hopefully that's helpful. And let's move on. Hit or Miss by Professor Trill. Who's into Professor Trill? Trill. Let's go.
Throw the noise gate on. Always throw the noise gate on. I don't stop, I won't quit. I get the money and I'm ready, hit or miss.
So, like, this kind of track is like a hard skip for me. It's like a hard pass. Drums come in, they don't hit. You can tell the guy cut like on top of a beat that you completely destroyed. Whether it was mixed right or not, it just sounds like trash.
Hit or miss, get a grip.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound good in any sense. So that's really hard to even tell what's going on. I'm gonna skip it. Noon Jan 1 George Ray. Let's go. Oh, by the way, any of y'all that are like, yo, you didn't play my song, you know, you skipped my song, what's that about? Like, hey, grow the fuck up. Okay? All right, let's move on. Cool vibe. Please use some pitch correction. Like, figure out what you're trying to do with the melody. Because, like, this melody is not right. Like, you have something here. Don't fuck it up. Do not fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
For something more, the sky's so young. I see your face. It's the same. Don't you call out my name in vain.
Oh, same. Damn, dude. Just tune your vocals. That's all we need. If you tune the vocals, everyone will be like, yo, this is kind of dope. I mean, straight up. All right, let's go. Like We're Broke, Mix 6, Patrick Polson.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We work like we're broke, we spend like we got it. Don't sweat the small things, big things are not as big as they may seem right now. It's in the past. Hey. We love like the first, learn from the worst. Hold tight our memories we can't reverse. Come on. And so we look to the future and live every day like it's our last. Check it out, I stay fresh like I'm straight out the shop. But I got skills like a veteran.
Bro, I'm just gonna be hating on y'all tonight. I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Yabba dabba do, you can do it. Hey, you're a guy. I do guy stuff with other guys. And then sometimes other guys come in and I mow the lawn. Hey, my mom says that's really nice of you for mowing the lawn. Like, yo, I'm gonna make fun of it because I think it's making fun of itself. Let's be real. All right. Like We're Broke. Oh, Landon Ward. He's up. He's up. And I'm in a mood, Landon. You about to get it, bro.
this empty road alone. I walk a path that I will call my own. With weary eyes and warm goodbyes, I'll fight the fight on the other side of home. Is there any other way to find a life for yesterday? Is there anyone who can tell me how to be more than me?
All right, I'm going to give you some feedback right away because I know that you have shared this song before with me. I think I've heard it before. So, yeah, it's a little sleepy. Sure, I'll admit it. It's a little sleepy. Just a little sleepy. But, you know, overall, like, I can tell it's like in the songwriting phase, right? Like, this is not like a record. This is like a guitar and a vocal for the most part, right? So, giving you like advice on the songwriting, let's just go to the hook because this is supposedly the chorus, but not too sure about that. But let's listen to it.
Is there any? Is there any other way to find a life for yesterday? Is there anyone who can tell me how to be more than me?
All right, so let's think about that. And I'm just going to focus on this because I'm just going to give this track songwriting feedback, okay? And melody feedback, right? So is there any, the whole idea and concept of the lyric and melody together? Let's like really focus on this part right here, lyrics.
Is there any other way to find a life for yesterday?
Okay, so that right there, is there any other way to find a life for yesterday? I think that's what you're saying. It's like so like wishy-washy and open that it like has no meaning whatsoever. So that's the first thing I'm going to tell you. Like for me personally and for the lyric, it's like, who cares? That's a throwaway lyric to me. Like, let's get more personal. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about what you're trying to say here. What are you saying?
Is there anyone who can tell me how to be?
Okay, so is there anyone that can tell me how to be more than me? Who cares? Right? Like, who cares? Like, you haven't pulled us in to have a conversation of any sense that means anything. So is there any other way that we could do this yesterday or whatever? Like anything, like anyone that can do this more than me? Like, it's such like a personal sound, you know, you have like this like really like personal sound that kind of draws you in, but the lyrics are so like, is there anything that's happening? There's a question that doesn't really matter if anybody answers it. It's not really that important of a question anyway. So, but is there anyone else besides me that can do this more than me? Like, it's just so general and so open of a concept that it means nothing, right? And I think like, if you want to really focus in on the songwriting, because I think that's really the important aspect of me giving you any feedback on this track right here. First of all, think about the melody and what you're doing with the melody, because it falls flat right away. Especially when you go here.
Is there anyone who can tell me how to?
Is there anyone who can tell me how to? Right? Like, why? Why wouldn't you go up? Why are you not doing the arc? You know what I'm saying? Like your melody arc is even off. So what I would try and do here is, let's listen to the whole thing again.
there any other way to find a life for yesterday? Is there anyone who can tell me how to be more than me?
So a very non-poignant lyric is delivered with a non-poignant arc, with a flat arc, right? So I just want you to really pay attention to the concept of songwriting and arc, right? Is there any other way? Like it's like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't care, you know? Like, nobody cares. Like, obviously you don't even care, right? So I would hone in on the idea you're trying to get across here. And I would get more personal, and I would talk about something that would matter to somebody or could resonate with someone on a personal level. And then I would take the melody arc up, right? So I would go here.
Is there anyone who can tell me how to?
Is there anyone who could tell me how to be? Hang more than me. Like, it's just so... And obviously you got to preface the lyric with the chorus with something that matters. Not just like this really open kind of idea.
Is there any other way?
Is there any other way? Like, for what? You know, get a little more specific. So hopefully that's all making sense, and hopefully that's really useful. But you got to like write with your heart. You don't write with your words. You don't, you know, like when you write a song, you write with your heart. You don't write with your intellect. You don't write with some sort of like, oh, I'm just going to grab this word because it rhymes with another word. Sometimes you don't even need to rhyme shit, right? You just need to tell your story and have a story that's compelling enough to tell, and then tell it with a melody that gets that story across, right? So that's what I would say overall I would try and do with this track. Also the guitar voicings, I think you need to mess around with. You need to mess around with like the actual like voice leading of your guitar, meaning like you got to force your melody to go up or down or wherever else, and have pauses and stop and have breaths. You know what I mean? Don't let things fall flat. It's very important that you don't do that. So I hope that really helps. At its core, it's beautiful. Just pull us in with the depth of the lyrics. Yeah. Depth of the lyrics, arc the melody, give us pauses, give us breath, make it matter. Like, I don't even know what this is about. And I listened to over a minute of it, and there's a lot of lyrics here, but I don't understand what it's about even. So what's the song about, Landon? That's what I would start with. All right, Cocaine Kitty by Jake James Vogel. Cocaine Kitty, love it. Oh man, James, come on, man, you're too generous. James, you know what, man? Like that really means a lot to me and to the channel, man. Like, it helps me really help people. So I really appreciate that. And let me know, man. Text me. Let's get on like a Zoom chat. Let's talk. Let's see. I want to catch up with you anyway. Like, how's the room? You tuned up the room, the studio. Like, what's going on, man? And I can kind of tell you what I've been doing and what kind of sync licensing opportunities and publisher opportunities I've been working with. It'd be fun to chat about that stuff. Yeah, keep going. Like, of course, just stop, Landon. Just quit. Yes, right from your heart, 100%, sounding great. Yeah, Landon, you got something. It's like, bro, we just got to hone it in. And Landon and I have a record together. Like, it's, don't worry. Landon's going. He's pushing. And things are happening for Landon. It's just that, you have to like start with the foundation. You have to start with great songwriting, great melodies, great, before any production or anything else. Which that's why I love like giving feedback on something that's just like acoustic guitar and singing, is because I can really hone in on just the songwriting, which is really fun. Okay, let's get into Jake James Vogel.
your loved ones will scorn you.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got the cocaine.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got the cocaine.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got the cocaine.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh my god, this is actually like actually making me laugh out loud, this song. Here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, kitty kitty, got the cocaine. I love like how the second vocal is like like, bro, you can make me call it a night on this one, man. Like I think I'm done. I think we're done here. Here kitty kitty. Any song that starts out with here kitty kitty like this, like you're actually calling a cat, like I don't know, man. Like I guess you get some points for that. Check it out.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Got the cocaine.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Just coming in hot with here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, got the cocaine. Like, bro, what? Man, what are you smoking, man? What the fuck have you been smoking? Yo, Crankworthy, I appreciate that, man. Saving for your masterclass. That's right, bro. Man, I make all that shit for you guys. So sad how many people don't take advantage of that stuff. So crazy. I think it's like the worst business model ever, like to sell masterclasses. Like I did not make any money off that. Like I lose money making masterclasses, but I fucking love teaching. And any of you out there, like any of you, has anyone here taken any of my masterclasses or watched any of my masterclasses? Because I want to show you guys something. I want to show you something that's really funny and kind of cool, actually. I'm going to show you an email. What is this web? Monthly. There it is. I think this is it. Monthly. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. What is it? Monthly.com? I think it's a different thing, right? Now it's studio. Yeah, okay. Just check it out. Studio. Is it studio.com? Maybe. Okay. Yes, check this out. This is only for you guys. Only you guys get to see this stuff because you know, obviously I'm not going to like share this with the world. The masterclass is amazing. Good. Here, kitty, kitty. Cocaine Bear and now Cocaine Kitty. Yes, cats. Yes, and on repeat. Okay, good. That's dope. I have. Yeah, James, we know you have. Okay, so yeah, so I've been like, you know, doing all these master classes, you know, and I like really care about teaching people shit, right? Like mixing, mastering, production, songwriting, all that stuff, right? But I got this invite the other day from studio.com, and they wanted to see if I'm interested in teaching on Studio as part of their new music creator program. So I thought that was pretty cool. But what do you guys think? You think I should do it? Like, you think I should do like a monthly.com kind of masterclass? I just wondered about that because, you know, I've been doing my own masterclasses, but I mean, I don't make any money off that shit. Like, you guys have to really understand, like, to do something like that, you have to make money or else you have to spend money on it. So I actually spend money making masterclasses for you guys. And I get to a point where I'm like, wow, this is a really thankless job. Like, this is a job where I spend money to make masterclasses that I don't even break even on, and people just complain about shit, you know? It's just like, wow, it's beyond me. I actually can't understand it. I'll never understand it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get on studio.com and do a masterclass, and they're going to like come through the studio and like film it and everything. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's a good idea? Learn more in the masterclass than with Basie Bob for 18 months in person. That's what I'm saying, man. Nothing short of entertaining. Don't let them own your content. It's gold. Yeah, well, you know, it's like, I don't know. I'll think about it. But do the masterclasses come with complimentary kitties and cocaine? No, absolutely not. Kitties and cocaine cost money. Anyway, I'm going to do one more, guys. I appreciate you guys coming through, and we are going to get into one more. And let me see. I'm going to go for... I'm just going to pick one at random now. As Good as It Gets. My Mastering, Nathan Chester. Let's lock in. Yeah, you know what's crazy about this one is like I can hear that there's like some cool songwriting in here, you know? Like it actually has like something in there. But the mix is so god awful that like I literally cannot tell. Because it's like so I mean, Drew said it right, you know, same producer as earlier. Cut it all below 6K. Like just give us everything 6K and above. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. Like, I can't believe like how bad this mix is. There's literally like no low end whatsoever in it. I'm going to play something for you guys that I've been working on. And I think I'm probably going to be like pitching for like sync licensing and stuff. I used to ask you guys if it was okay if I played you guys something, but I'm just going to play it. And you guys can either like it or not. Is that cool? that's more my vibe and my mood right now, I think. It's just like, yo, play something for you guys. And if you don't like it, then that's cool. And if you do like it, then cool too, right? But hey, I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all coming through the show. And if you do like save the show, awesome. Like I'll try and like give you guys as much game as possible. I always love sharing stuff with y'all. Like I really like sharing, you know, my knowledge with you guys. I've been in music for like the majority of my life. I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year, which is awesome. I'm really excited about 40. I hear like 40 to 50 is like your golden era of like, you know, killing it in business and shit. So banking on that, cross my fingers. But I'll be 40 this year, and I've been making music since I was about 12 years old. So 12, 13 years old. So, you know, I'm excited to kind of like, you know, keep this going because I really do love it. I love making music. And a lot of the times when I'm on these lives and I'm like, yeah, you guys, you know, I have to pay to make these masterclasses. I break even. I do this, you know, like all that stuff. You got to understand like that means I love it. Right? Like I pay to make records too. So when I make a record, and you guys make records and you're like, man, I had to pay to get it mixed and stuff. I'm like, dude, I have no sympathy whatsoever for you. You know how much money I've spent making records? like, Like, if you think that I make money off of my records, like the songs I put out, you guys smoke way too much, way too much weed. Like, you are so high all the time that you have no concept of how anything works. Yeah, we pay to make our music because we love our music, and then we share it with people. So it's the way it works. But yeah, this one's really dope. I really like this one. I'll probably release it as a record, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. It's called Bring the Good Times Back, and it's pretty far from being done, but I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm going to. And here you go. Bring the good times back. Take one. Action.
You got me feeling like I'm back home. Love me like we're still young. Lady luck don't lead me on. Got me humming like I'm Sam or Dave up on the dance floor. Love me like you did before. Can we bring those good times back? Can we bring those good times back? That disco ball stop spinning in your bedroom. Dust it off, let it shine to a new tune. Put the record back on, cut a new groove. James Brown, funkadelic, ooh.
Oops, system overload. Don't worry, it's because I just opened a plugin. Here we go.
James Brown, funkadelic, ooh. Don't make me wait in vain. I'm taking another shot. The bad times will go away. Let's hit the day like it's all we got. You got me feeling like I'm back home. Love me like we're still young. Lady luck don't lead me on. Got me humming like I'm Sam or Dave up on the dance floor. Love me like you did before. Can we bring those good times back? Can we bring those good times back? 1, 2, 3. I gotta get you up to dance with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3. I gotta get you like your moves got me. Waltzing on the doorstep, spinning in your black dress, trying to keep up with your energy. Feeling like a moment. You put down your phone and now we'll kick it back to 93. You got me feeling like I'm back home. Love me like we're still young. Lady luck don't lead me on. Got me humming like I'm Sam or Dave up on the dance floor. Love me like you did before. Can we bring those good times back? Can we bring those good times back? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that's it. That one's called Bring the Good Times Back. And, you know, pretty close to getting it all tracked down and everything. And then I get to mix and master it. And I'll probably be releasing that one. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think it'll be a fun one. I liked making it. I have fun with it. But I appreciate you guys. Really, really do. And I hope that you subscribe to the channel. I hope that you show support. I hope that you get a lot out of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to share with you guys. And yeah, just know, like, I really do this for you. Like, I don't do this for me. And a lot of the times, like, I feel like people think that there's like this like big pot of gold that you get when you're like doing YouTube and you're like, you know, doing all this content and mailing lists and all that. And with music, it's simply not true. So anyone that's selling you on any of that shit where they're selling you on the idea that they're making all this money doing content and, you know, a mailing list as a musician or whatever, like, they're lying to you. The way I make my money is through sync licensing. I make my money through sync licensing, mixing and mastering, production, working with publishers, big artists, labels, etc. I don't make any money doing anything else. So if anything, I spend money doing other things. So making records, working with independent artists that have no business whatsoever, I break even or I lose money on that stuff. So I come from a place where I really love doing this stuff and helping people. And I remember being in those situations where I needed help, So when I do these live song reviews and you guys show up and you share the show and you talk nicely about what I'm doing and what Radium is, and and you share stuff, like, I don't think you understand like how far that goes. Like that's why I do it. I do it for the thank you. I do it for, hey man, I watched this masterclass and I learned so much, like, it helped me do this and this, and it helped me achieve this, and it helped me get a sync licensing placement. That's really why I do it. I mean, I don't have to work with any independent artists. I don't need to work and do these live song reviews. I don't get any money from this. I don't get anything from this besides like joy of being able to help and share. So I hope you guys really understand that, because I think a lot of people are sold on this idea that, anyone out there online doing this stuff is like making all this money. Like, y'all like are so lost. You have no idea how the world works. But I love you guys. I appreciate all you coming through, and always, like, there's like a few of you, like a handful of people that show up and actually share the show and actually talk nice about people that are trying to help, and that keeps me going. Those half a dozen people, So, yeah, love you guys. Peace. Have a good night.